the day has finally come. The day where I get to mount this onto this right here. I went ahead and picked up a quad lock for my 2019 S1000R. I'm gonna have it mounted to the fork stem. Oh, and there's a truck coming. Let me wait for it to pass. Out in the garage, as you can see, well, clearly I wouldn't be inside. Although I do know some people that put their bikes inside. That's neither here nor there. My garage is messy, don't judge. Figure let me go ahead and just make a quick video on how I can mount a quad lock onto this bike. And like I said, I'm gonna be mounting it to the stem mount. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, y'all, so let me show y'all exactly what came in this particular kit, right? So I got the USB weatherproof wireless charger, the waterproof 12 volts USB smart adapter, of course the fork stem mount, and also the vibration damper. I'm gonna go ahead and start unboxing everything right now, see what it comes with. Hopefully the directions are, pretty straightforward where I can go ahead and just get it all mounted up and start riding with a phone. So yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and get this fork stem mount unboxed, see what it comes with. Yeah, try to show this. Got the quad lock unit, the fork stem mount. One adapter is already connected to it, and then you have another adapter. Measure tube diameter, select and fit the correct spacer before installing the mount. You know, it has some different measurements. I have some calipers, but truth be told, I don't feel like backing them out. I kind of just want to eyeball it and, as USPS says, if it fits, it ships. I'm so corny. Oh God, I dropped it. Actually, you know what, before I do anything, because I think this thing is supposed to just expand. But what I'm gonna do first is disconnect this part right here. Just unscrewing this. Oh, there's a washer. Okay, that fits like so. Oh, okay, then there's a screw in there. Let's go ahead and take a look. Oh, yes, it does just go right in there. Oh, okay. So it does have some wiggle room. Good news, first off, is that I don't have to take off the handlebar mount, at least for right now. Oh, okay, so when I tighten it, it expands. Well, let's see what happens when I tighten it. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? It's in there, it's snug. Maybe I don't need this bigger spacer. Got my torque wrench. Alright, so after getting that all torqued down, I'm gonna go ahead and put this other piece back in. Sorry for all the movement in the camera. Y'all, if I can tell you the difficult time that I just had getting this little ball mount, not even ball mount, but this articulating mount right here, back into there, because remember that washer that fell out earlier? Man, trying to get that little washer back in there after it's already like this, it was a struggle. This is turning out to be a much longer process than what I initially anticipated, but it's coming along. For the most part, it's pretty straightforward. Getting this in there, tightening it down. If you, like I said, if you're using a S1000R, you don't need to use a wider adapter piece. Tighten that down. This piece right here that I'm talking about, you may not even need to take that out. If you just have it angled up, you may be able to squeeze it in there without having to go through the headache that I just went through. But now let's go ahead and continue this process of getting the vibration damper set up on there. I still got to do the wireless charging head. This is turning out to be a process, so bear with me. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, it seems like. I believe this just fits inside of here. Screw this on. Simple as that. So the vibration dampener is now installed. That was pretty easy. Now I have the actual wireless head. So I have the power button on the top. This is going to go like so. And then from here I should be able to just snug this down. Well, that's set up. I don't have it tight right now because I know I'm going to have to deal with some cable management. I still have to put this bad boy on, and then from there, hopefully get it up and running. But at least for right now, it is mounted, not securely, but
24 hours later.
all right, y'all, I'm back. As you can see, just based off my clothes, it's a different day. I had a rather interesting time trying to set up this quad lock on the S1000 yesterday. And I think the main issue for me was improper planning. I had an idea of how it was supposed to be. I mean, for the most part, it is a relatively simple process to go about getting it mounted and whatnot. However, if you want to go about using, you know, the wireless charger system and 12-volt thing that I got, it takes just a little bit more planning, a little bit more thought. But I did finally get it set up. Everything is working correctly, so I wanted to get ahead and show you. So let's get ahead and check it out. So I have it set up, as you can see. The thing that really took the most time, that was really tedious, was the routing of the wires. As you can see, I have the wire coming through. There's some other cables that's coming through right over here. So I have it coming through the actual stem mount itself and plugged directly into the quad lock unit. How I have mine routed is pretty unique. I have it coming through all the way over here. It's tucked all the way under here, right? It goes through here, and this is kind of where it gets interesting at. Let me go ahead and take the key and show you exactly what I mean. I actually have this unit right here. I have it set to the auto position, meaning when the bike is on and it has like a certain amount of amps, it'll automatically turn on the actual quad lock unit itself. I thought that, you know, just by turning the key on, turning the ignition on, it's also going to turn on. Yo, it's so hot out in this garage. God, I'm so glad that this video is about to be over. But anyway, I thought that when you turn on the actual key, it's also going to turn on the actual charging unit, well, the wireless unit, but that's not the case. The actual bike does have to be on. It says that in the instruction. With this, let's say for instance, if I want to just turn this on right now, you can see now, this actually turns on the quad lock. If I go ahead and put my phone on, there we go. If I put my phone on, it automatically starts charging. Of course, you don't want to have it on because then it'll drain the battery on the actual bike. So I'll go ahead and just flip this back to auto, and it shuts it off. What's pretty dope about this setup and how I have it ran, let me turn this around. Initially, I was actually using a shorter cable because I was gonna have everything just ran through the seat. But the more I started thinking about it, I was like, well, you know, maybe what if I'm out and, you know, someone else maybe needs to, you know, use a charger and they don't have a charger and they only need to use it just for a little while and it's not gonna, you know, kill my battery or whatnot. I can get ahead and I can just unplug this USB. They can take their iPhone cable because they don't have, you know, a quad lock charger, and they can get and charge their phone up for a little bit. So that's part of the reason why I use the actual longer cable. That's why I have it routed all the way through, you know, the bike. And, you know, I think this setup is pretty nice. And well, that's why it took me so long to get everything set up. The actual installation of the stem mount on a BMW S1000 single R for Gen 1, Gen 2, maybe even Gen 3 is pretty straightforward, like across the board. You should be able to just stick that little stem mount right through here without needing to take off the handlebars. Now, this thing is definitely rock solid. You don't necessarily have to go with the wireless charger unit. I did. I like it, don't get me wrong, I definitely do. Putting it on is, you know, kind of taking a little bit of getting used to. Taking it off is not that bad. You just push down right here. It's a really straightforward process, but it comes with all the tools if you're just going with the actual quad lock setup itself. So I got it installed. I just wanted to give an update on everything that took place yesterday, because I stopped recording, just the routing aspect of it all. I just had to figure it out. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I got the quad lock installed. Thanks for watching. Any questions, anything like that, drop them down in the comments, and I'll see you guys out on the road. Peace.